Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sydney. Today we are going to be answering all of your questions about Poshmark. These questions are coming from my Poshboss HQ Facebook group, so make sure you join that down below. I also have my Instagram link down below. You can always send me questions on there as well. I have two Instagrams. One is Thrifting Debutante and one is Sydney L. Posh. So make sure you're following me on there. So today's video is going to be an entire Q&A with questions from my group members. I made a post in my Facebook group to see what people are wanting to know about Poshmark, and we are just going to go right into it and get started. So Emily asks, do you source on Black Friday? Emily, I already made a video about this. It actually posted yesterday. Whole video about Black Friday, so I will link that down below, so be sure to check that out after this video because that's a really broad topic. So I just made an entire video just about Black Friday, so make sure you check that out. It'll be in the description box. Jessica asks, what do you do with inventory that doesn't sell? So if you have inventory that has been sitting in your closet for a while, it's not moving, it's not getting a lot of activity, usually what I do is I will go through and I will remove inventory from my closet, and whenever I do that, I just donate it. I do donate it usually to one of the bins that's in like the Walmart parking lot, just because I don't want to donate it to a thrift store that I shop at. So because you don't want to be going through the stuff that you've already had, so you don't want to do that. So I usually try to take it either to a bin or to somewhere that I don't normally shop. Alexandra asks, what are your personal favorite brands to wear? So my personal favorite brands to wear, I'm not really picky about which brands I wear. I usually go and find, like, I like cool t-shirts. This top that I'm wearing right now is Old Navy. Basically whatever I find that I like. I tend to go toward American Eagle's jeans. I like a lot of the brands that Nordstrom carries. I usually find cute tops that are from Nordstrom. I shop a lot at Kohl's. I love Kohl's. They have, you know, Candies and Lauren Conrad, and they also have Nike and Under Armour and things like that. I'm not really picky about the brands that I wear. If I find it and I like it, I buy it. I love, of course, like Lululemon and workout leggings, and but I'm not really picky about the brands that I buy. And most of my clothes come from places like thrift stores and Plato's Closet, because I don't really have a lot of time to go shopping anywhere else. So I usually try to pick up stuff. If I see something while I'm out thrifting and I like it, I'll pick it up. And or if I buy something and I like it and I bought it to sell, I'll usually keep it, wear it for a while, and then sell it. Or usually if I find a pair of jeans that I thrifted to sell and they fit me, I will usually keep them, just because it's very difficult for me to find jeans. The same with dresses, just because I'm very petite and it's hard for me to find things that fit well. I can usually find things that fit me better from thrift stores rather than going out to the mall and trying to find something. Let's see. Jackie asks, do you automate or outsource any of your workflow? And if you do you have tips on starting those processes? I actually don't, which is probably one of the biggest struggles that I have with Poshmark and my business, is that I am a one-woman show trying to do everything throughout the day, and there is never enough time in the day. If you would like to outsource something, you know, a lot of people hire someone to take pictures for them or someone to list their items for them. You can go on websites like Fiverr. I've never done that, but I do know a lot of people go on those websites and, you know, they'll hire someone to share or, you know, cross post or just anything that they can do to kind of like lessen their load. I personally don't do that, which is a huge struggle that I have. But I probably will in the near future try to find someone to help out with just like the little tedious tasks. Like the first thing I would probably do would be to hire someone to list for me. I think that would take, I feel like that would help out a lot if you made it a priority to find someone to list for you. I get a lot of questions from people asking about hiring a VA to share and to do things like that for them. I'm kind of on the fence about that just because I don't like the idea of giving a stranger access to your account. I don't know if that is worth it so much. I mean, I know plenty of people do it. That just kind of makes me uneasy giving someone access to my account. But if you want to outsource something, definitely hire someone to help you with your listing process. I think that would be the easiest, or maybe somebody to help you do your shipping. If you have to ship out a lot of packages and that's taking up a huge time of your day, that is what I would recommend, focusing on hiring someone to help you. Worst case scenario, I would avoid giving someone access to your account at all costs. So that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people use VAs and they're completely happy with them. I just personally don't like the idea of giving someone access to my Poshmark account. Eileen asks, what's the best approach to adding a new market to your closet? Just add inventory or post an announcement that you're now carrying Kids Plus, etc. You can do both. I think, you know, consistently adding inventory from all the markets is going to help you the most. But you could definitely add a sign to your closet that says, you know, now carrying plus sizes or now carrying kid sizes. Just put that at the top of your closet so that people know to switch markets, that you do carry different markets. I think that's a great idea. Roger asks, after closet clear out, do you leave discount pricing or immediately raise back or delete and relist? Thanks. This really depends. I try to price my items high enough to where I can drop it a couple of times or send out offer to likers if I'm going to do a price drop. So that's very important, is pricing your items high enough to where you don't lose money. Usually I will not delete and relist right away, just because I've left room to where if I need to drop the price or send out another offer, I can do that. If you get to a point where you can't drop the price anymore, you don't want to be at that point. You don't want to let inventory sit in your closet and be at the point to where you can't drop prices anymore. So in that case, you need to mark it not for sale and relist it. I don't recommend deleting a lot of listings at once, just from what they told us at PoshFest. So I would mark them not for sale and then relist them and then delete 1 to 2 per day. Eileen asks again, does it hurt your closet if you block for spam, harassment, lowballing? If so, does Poshmark check the dialogue to verify blocking was necessary? I don't think it hurts you to block someone. I don't think Poshmark would penalize you for blocking someone who is being, you know, negative or causing issues for you. So don't be afraid to block someone. Yeah, don't be afraid to block someone if they're causing you problems. I don't think Poshmark would hurt your account if you do that. In terms of them checking, I'm honestly not sure. I feel like it would be really difficult to go through and check every single person and why they were blocked. That's why they have the software in place for you to block them on your own. I'm sure if there was an issue and, you know, someone brought it to their attention, then they would go and look at it. But I'm pretty sure they do not go through and check every single one. Kim asks, the best place to source inventory online? There are tons of places that I know of that people source online. ThreadUp, you can honestly source on Poshmark. Just keep an eye out on Poshmark. If you have a person that's just selling stuff to get rid of it and they're not worried about making a profit on it, you can definitely find stuff on Poshmark. You can find clothing lots, you can find mystery boxes, you can find all kinds of things. You can also go over to eBay. People sell bulk clothing lots on eBay all the time, just people who want rid of stuff. You can order, there are like websites that sell like pallets and stuff. I've never done that personally, so that would take some research on your part. But they do have pallet websites where you can order bulk things. Mercari, lots of people selling stuff on Mercari for cheap. You just have to kind of do your research and go through each platform and search for things like bulk lot or clothing wholesale lot, and see what you find and see, you know, what's within your budget, what's within your price point. You can also look for individual items that people are selling pretty cheap that you know that you could make a profit on it, that are higher end items. You know, keep an eye, follow all your Plato's Closets and stuff, and see, usually they'll post new arrivals on their Instagram pages, and you can see if they have anything that will be priced low enough for you to resell. It's all about keeping your eye out and researching. And you know, if you have to source online, you have to put in the work and look for stuff. Okay, last question. Madeline asks, are you doing Black Friday sales? Like I said, the first question, check out my video all about Black Friday. It's linked down below. She also asked, what's the brand you always pick up and ones you always leave behind? One I always pick up is obviously Lululemon. It sells really well. It usually sells overnight for me. And it's funny because the first Lululemon piece I ever picked up, it took months to sell. And I was so mad about it. But then I found some other pieces and they started selling for me. One I always leave behind is probably, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but Free People. I cannot sell Free People. I don't even buy it anymore because I buy things that are Free People and they just sit. And it gets really frustrating because I guess there are certain pieces of Free People that sell and certain that don't. But I've just never had good luck with Free People, so I just don't buy it. Other Anthropology brands I will pick up, but Free People, I always leave it because you'll always have that one thing that everyone else can sell that you can't sell, and that for me is Free People. Does it help your algorithm to purchase on Posh at least once per month? Personally, I think it does. I have experienced a ton of activity right after I purchase something. I do think, plus it's on the Posh ambassador list, that you have to purchase something and leave a love note. So I do think that Poshmark rewards sellers who also purchase on the platform. Obviously, there's no way to prove this 100%, but I have had other people tell me that they have experienced, you know, sales and activity right after they bought something. It's definitely not going to hurt you to buy something off of Poshmark. And, you know, treat yourself to something once a month. Like, you need to be doing that anyway. Like, you should buy yourself something. I'm terrible at this. Like, I never buy myself anything like super nice. Like, the last thing I bought was like this camera that I'm filming on because I needed it for my YouTube channel and I wanted it. And so, you know, I treated myself to that. But you absolutely should buy something once a month off of Poshmark, and then you get something new, and then it could potentially also help your closet. So I definitely don't think that it's going to hurt you to buy something off of Poshmark. So that's going to be my Q&A video for today. I hope it helps you. If you have questions for me, definitely leave them down in the comments below, and I will either answer in the comments or I will answer in a video, and you might be featured in my videos for asking the question. So definitely leave them in the comments. If you have any other questions for me, leave those down there as well. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you guys are interested and want to hear this information about Poshmark. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!